Okay. Hey, everybody. Cajun Coin Hunter
Okay,
here.
there we go. All right, there's Boudreaux, people. So stop asking me where he's at. He's right there.
Yeah, he came over here, knocked on the door. Miss answered the door. She said, "Hey, Phil guy." He said, "Where's Cajun at? Where's Raising Cajun?" He's
Mhm.
sleeping. Phil guy came
I
in my
think
damn
that's the
bedroom and
only.
woke me up. So we decided to do a live stream. He's sitting on the side of me over here, right there. He don't want to show
Could
his
be.
face. He's over here on his laptop.
I'm
So he came
hiding.
over here and woke
Someone's
me up and
hiding.
said, "Let's go live." So,
Yeah, it's like
fixing to cook
I'm thinking that.
shrimp fried
I'm
rice.
thinking that's why the only time people come on my stream now, they go, "Where's Boudreaux? Where's Cajun?" I go, he's somewhere. Because they notice you ain't done a live stream in a while, so they keep asking me, and I'm like, I said he'll do a live stream. Y'all donate to him. Shit.
Yeah, because I'm not monetized no more.
Uh, hey, Cat,
Oh,
what's going on?
speaking of that, uh, hey, Cat,
I won't be
how y'all
monetized
are?
with this new rule.
Uh, well, you might. Oh, that's right. Your hours. You can't seem to accumulate your hours.
They took them all. I
Uh,
only got like 400 watch hours now. They took them all away from me. Every time I get up to a certain amount, they take them away.
I got
So
well, mine dwindled over time, and
they do.
because I don't have a lot of people that.
What's up, Bill?
Hey, Bill, BR
F the
549.
Lions.
Uh, I don't go live a lot anymore like I used to. And, once you're in there, now I'm wondering, makes me
They don't
pose
take
a,
it away.
makes me pose a question. Well, you see, what I did a couple of months ago, I I told YouTube to go screw themselves. And because of the
You
way
turned
they
it
do
off.
ads, because of the way they
Yeah.
do ads, okay, I just didn't
Mm-hmm.
turn it off. I disintegrated the partnership with the YouTube partnership rewards program. I mean, not rewards. Uh, it's a YouTube partnership program, AdSense, and I just
Yeah.
told them to go screw themselves, and I turned on an ad blocker because I'm tired of the way YouTube does ads. They do scam ads, and you report it. You report it. Well, naturally, there's so many of those whoever's doing it, there's a lot of them. It's Asians, I mean, I
Oh,
can't point
yeah, I
out
know.
one group. I can't point out Japan, China, Indochina, Philippines, Russia, whoever.
You
I
just
can't
said
point those out.
it. You just said
All
it.
of them, all of the above.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
every ethnicity group has some bad apples. Americans got bad apples. Mexicans got bad apples, but not a lot of them. I tell you that. Mexicans, man, that's down true blue people there. They work their ass off. Anyway, they stuff you can buy for $4 on Timu. Okay, they selling for $50 on a YouTube ad, and I mean they making it look good, man. They got this little pressure wand. Well, they got some big ones in the guy's hand, one apiece, and he's raising himself off the ground. Yeah, there's high pressure washers that will do that. You got one in each hand, it'll lift you that high off the ground. That, or they got a strap, cable on him, or a rope, with a waist harness, chest harness, picking him up. But no, that's I've seen a light guy do that with heavy duty pressure washers. One in each hand, it lifted him up that high off the ground. Anyhow, they selling that, and then if you're not satisfied, your money back. Well, you call that number, and they disconnected or no longer in service or what else. Yeah, like NASA fake video. So, and then what they do, instead of you sending the product back, if you do get a hold of them, you know, there's some companies out there that will answer the phone. What they'll do, they'll say, well, what we'll do, we'll give you, you keep the product and we'll give you half of your money back. You know, instead of shipping and all you shipping back and all this, because they're not going to send you a label, free label to ship. And give them the money back. No, they ain't going to lose money. They're going to say, we'll give you half your money back. Okay. Well, by the time you get half of your money, they done trim the fat off of it. Say you paid $50, you're going to get $20 back. So, but it's better than nothing. And they still made whatever on you because you paid the shipping, you know, to your house for that thing. Sometimes they charge you twice for shipping, or sometimes twice for the product, and you only get one. Well, you got the product, half your money back. They still made, just say $25. They bought that one for $2 or $1.50. That's how much they paid for it. So they made a lot of money. And if they in China, you know, the company's actually in China instead of home office here in the States, they rich. Because, man, I tell you what, $1 over there, when they Chinese people, they try to profit off of 1,000 of a penny. What's up, Dave? Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
They do profit like a lighter. There's a video out. This guy, he's explaining economics in China and squeezing a profit out of a product. Well, I think it's a nickel. Well, anyway, they trying to work a profit on a nickel, and they working on 1,000 of a penny. They say once you got, say, if you try to make a nickel out of a lighter, you know, they're making millions of them a day, a big lighter, but the little cheaper ones than the big. They used to be called Cricket when I was a kid. I remember when those disposable lighters came out, when they were invented and advertised on TV. It looked like a bunch of matches coming out the side of the lighter, you know, and they had a Cricket mascot with a hat and a cane, I think, or something. Anyway, like Mr. Peanut, but it was a cricket with a hat, and he was real skinny. It was a cartoon character, kind of like the Pink Panther. Anyway, man, all the matches started spilling out and all that. The lighter was moving, or the matches were moving, one of the two, and the matches were coming out like this, you know, laying on the table. And I'm like, man, I got to give me one like that. You know, I was 6 years old, you know. Man, that'd have been a neat toy, you know. And I was already messing with firecrackers and all that and punks. And, you know, I had matches, you know. I wasn't no firebug, so.
Hey, Miss Missy in the building.
There's Miss Missy. And so I remember when that came out. So this video is talking about a lighter that's made like the old Crickets. And they was like, okay, you're going to make a nickel on it. Wait a minute. The spring itself, if you source the spring's going to cost you more than a nickel. You know, and that's buying in bulk. Well, they getting them for like, I don't know, like a 10 for a penny. And he shows how everything works with, you know, building that lighter up. Okay. And the packaging, making it a little bit smaller, the walls a little bit thinner, so you can get an extra row of lighters in there in the packaging because of shipping, okay? Because they ship in containers. I mean, a lot of containers of little boxes, cases of cases in a big case. And the big metal container, all of that's in. Then all that gets on the ship and comes over here on the ship and comes to one one big dealer, and all that subdivides. And that one guy is working at that port, at that big building warehouse. He's working on a penny. So
That's how they get them.
in China, if they made just say $20 altogether, if they made $20 profit, they rich.
That was a good day for them.
Yeah, and imagine doing that a couple of hundred times.
Yeah.
So
It's like them Indian scammers. They scam and scam and scam and scam, and they can't get enough.
yeah. Oh, that's something too right there. I forgot to mention that one. That's the worst ones. Worst ones for scamming your money, scamming your wallet, credit card, bank account, all that. That's the worst ones, man. Every time you hear somebody lost money, there was an Indian voice on the other side. I'm not saying they were Indian, but they had an Indian voice. Bombay.
They try to
Indian.
tell you, "Hello, my name is Alex. How can I help you today?" Alex, my ass.
Yeah. My name is Graham Green.
I am from Microsoft in Los Angeles, California.
Mhm.
Really? Where is Los Angeles, California? It is in California. How they talk. It's just like, yeah, it's just.
They had.
Cali-
I had a guy. Me and Missy was selling watermelons years ago, Sugartown melons. There's this guy. He bought a melon. He says, "By the way, where is Sugartown?" I say, "You see this road right here? This highway? You go all the way down right there. You're gonna run into Oakdale. You're gonna run into Elizabeth. Hook a left. You're in Sugartown." He says, "I know where it's at. I was just asking you." He says, "I've already caught 2 or 3 people." He says, "Not in this area though. Away from this area, like around North Texas or whatever." Yeah. I think that was an ambulance.
I just had a police call come this way. You got one.
That was an ambulance. That's
Oh, I feel like I'm on Xanaron stream
because
again.
they're coming into town. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. Come again. Thank you very much. Very much. Who does that voice? Thank you very much. Very much.
That was, what? That was Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, that's it on Taxi. Yeah.
That was his foreign man routine.
Yeah, he was
He did that before Taxi. Taxi hired him because of that.
Oh, really? Okay.
That was his routine. That's how he got the attention
he had
of.
he had a comedy routine, I think, about that. And then, well, he was, and Elvis liked him the most as a personator of Elvis Presley. Elvis loved him the most.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's your one of your bot things.
Oh, the Twitch bot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the Twitch bot. Now what they do is they've evolved. Now they spam and then they follow you. They give you a follow. So I'm like, so every time I stream, because I can't go on the Twitch side right now. Every time I just get after the stream, I see that they followed. I block them and I report them. And Twitch usually takes them off right away.
I thought it was me wing me, like Chinese me wing me. It's mewing me. I saw the little. I corrected myself. I saw the little kitty cat.
Usually they comment like 5 things in a row. Oh, I can't come to the stream like now. Join my Discord today.
Him and Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler. Why does that name sound familiar?
It's the wrestler, the king, Jerry the King Lawler.
Huh?
They fought in Memphis.
Oh yeah. Wait, that was
that's based on Man on the
That
Moon.
was a that was a wrestling that was a promotional thing they did. Him and that wrestler.
Yeah.
On Letterman when he knocks the hell out of He said, we rehearsed that a bunch of times. He said he actually knocked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, And he went back on with a neck brace on. And then he took his neck brace off and all that later and all. And anyway, where was I at? See, I went off in the weeds. We were talking about scams, and then now we're talking about red snapper fishing in the Gulf 100 miles offshore. Gulf of America, baby. That's right. Anyway,
I was listening to the radio station yesterday, and they said Gulf of Mexico 4 times.
really?
I was getting ready to call them bastards up and say, and I was in the car with somebody, and they said, oh, look who it is. Wait a minute. Hold on. We have to get a special banner up. A very special banner. The best banner around. Oh, I'm sorry. Boo! F the Lions.
John Stossel.
He meant to say.
That's a reporter, anchor, whatever. Oh, I got to get some coffee. Murder on the Mitten.
Oh, yeah.
Mayhem Monster. What's up?
You know who that is.
Yeah.
That's that Lions fan. There's a few of them out there. There's 2 or 3 of them out there that think the Lions are great. That ain't no greatness. That ain't greatness. You meant to type in GEAUX Saints. Who that, baby? That's what you got to type in, you see. Yeah. Dr. D. Schultz got him. Dr. D. Dr. Death Schultz. Got his ass. Just tell him whatever. Try scoring points first. Preseason. Last time I checked, the preseason didn't matter. I mean, I could be mistaken, but yeah, exactly. All that matters is the regular season. In regular season, we're gonna hand that whoop ass to the team that lies, the Detroit Lions. They lie because they keep saying they're a good team, but they're not. Just saying. But they're not the worst team in the NFL. That would be the Falcons. That team from Atlanta. That's the worst team in the NFL. So honestly, if I was to rate all 32 teams, the Lions would probably be like in the middle, about 15th. Honestly. So, I'm telling you. Telling you right now, Lions gonna get their ass whooped in week 1. It's probably gonna be a close game. To be honest with you,
the Ant Cons.
No, the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, that's it.
If you really want to go the
Falcons,
change
cons, they con artists, cons, the Ant Cons.
Yeah, I like to call them the Falcons or the fail beep.
Faint cons, yeah, faint cons, not Ant Cons, faint cons.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, the preseason don't count. Now, the only way it counts is when you're doing the how many games you won, and then you got a damn route. Like you won all your preseasons and you won all your regular games. So yeah, because you remember when the Saints won the Super Bowl, how many games they won? A bunch. And they even won the preseason. That's what I say. We even won the preseason games.
They went.
That's the only time
13. They went 13-3 in the regular season, and then they went 3-0 in the postseason. I think in the preseason that year, I think we lost all our games in the preseason. We went 1-3 or something like that. Because the Saints never really do good in preseason. Preseason doesn't do shit.
No, because
1967. They went 6-0 and then won 3 games in their first year.
They use the starters. They don't use their regular people. They use their new blood to see what they can do.
I'm sorry, I don't cry over a team win. If I was to cry, The only time I can cry is when my team won the Super Bowl. That's when I had an emotional breakdown there because we won a Super Bowl. Did the Lions win the Super Bowl?
Emotional
Hell no.
rescue.
Yeah. I don't remember the Lions winning the Super Bowl.
Now, I remember I used to play the hell out of that song when I was DJing. Get them people dancing on the floor with the Stones.
Yeah. Saints are the Super Bowl champs. When the Lions win a Super Bowl, get back to me.
Back in 97, 98, I want to say it was 99, 90, 98, somewhere in there. Who broke their hand or hurt their hand real bad? It was one of the older quarterbacks that they were trying to get rid of anyway. And Aaron Brooks, I think they put up it was a third string quarterback.
Jeff Blake broke his hand.
Jeff Blake. Yeah, that's hurt his hand, and they put in the third string quarterback, Aaron Blake. Man, he didn't do that good on the first game, but they kept him in anyway. And man, he took them all the way to the playoffs, man. That was like the second time they ever been to the playoffs. Or a third time.
No, that was the fifth time.
Oh, fifth time. Okay. Anyway,
that was the first time they won a playoff game. No, when Jeff Blake broke his hand, we were 7-4, and we finished 10-6. Yeah, and then he won the playoff game. And then the Saints got rid of Jeff Blake and made Aaron Brooks the starter, and he didn't do shit after that.
Yeah, but then they passed up the second string. They didn't do the second string quarterback, which was Jake Delhomme. And Jake, he went.
They screwed Delhomme
to the Panthers, and he won. He took the Super Bowl. So yeah, they
didn't win it, but he took it too. He took it there. So starters didn't even play in the damn preseason anyway. Zanron's got that whatever weed, that weed that I don't know, some shit up there. He thinks whatever. Don't you worry, Lions getting some ass beatings. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm gonna be sitting there. I will be like, Zanron's gonna be streaming. I'm gonna go up in there and say, "Hey, what's going on?" And I ain't gonna say nothing. I say, "Hey, what's going on? You watch the news lately?" I was checking out the scores of the football game, and I could be mistaken, but the Lions got their ass beat. I didn't watch the last game because I was working. The game before that, I watched the Jaguars game. Sometimes I do have to work.
The only game I watched was the Saints last Sunday. Johnny came over.
They only had two of them so far.
It was just, they lost two of them too. And they had a bad loss this past one. Johnny came over and I was cooking some, the hell I cooked. Or Missy had cooked. I forgot. Anyway. No, it wasn't Sunday. It was Saturday. Because they played a Saturday game. Because Johnny.
Yeah, I think this week they play on Friday. Either Friday or Saturday, because there's no whatever games.
Johnny, the Saints are losing. I said, the Saints are playing Saturday? I said, today ain't Sunday. I said, am I right? He said, yeah. So, anyway, they're losing. The Pat does. I'm like, yeah, the Pat does. So, that means loss. Loss loses. So, because me and Johnny got that. That's our little inside word joke word.
Preseason doesn't matter anyway. It's just a glorified practice.
Oh, it don't matter. We was calling that last year and the year before. We just never, publicly said it. But anyway, the Pat does. And you come out. So I found it on internet, Interscreen. Who that chat sports about who that or whatever the guy I don't know. I'm gonna have to start watching them since it's his I think fourth year now or third year that I know about him. Okay, and I want to see if he
Goose does the games.
I want to see if he improved in it. Yeah, I think I went on Goose's. I think.
Goose will do the games. Right now, he's doing like the
Yeah.
CFL games, but he'll do the games. He'll be
So,
all dressed up LSU with Saints. He'll be like, "Damn it again!" He
Well,
was doing the game last week.
Whoever's stream I went into, the score was up there, and I'm like, and there was 2 minutes left, minute 59 left, and it was on like the timeout or whatever, or the timeout. I forget why it was 1:59, but anyway, it was like 40 something to 3. I'm like, what? I turned it off. I mean, I X'd out of that tab, and we watched something.
Yeah,
else.
Bum. Hey, talk about Bum. Talking about Bum Phillips, old Saints coach, Bum OA Phillips.
He was a bum.
That's right.
He was one of the original bums from the Dodgers. Are they bums or what?
Yeah, they used to call the Brooklyn Dodgers. They're a bunch of bums because they get to the World Series, they could never win it. Them bums from Brooklyn.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Bums. That was their nickname years ago. Houston Oilers. Now, yeah, that's an old name too. As of now, they are TTs. Yes, and TTs.
Houston Oilers #1.
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. It's like to call it.
The Tetons. The Gros Tetons.
Yeah.
You know, like
they should play that game on Tuesdays.
Out there in Wyoming. Oh, I'm pointing straight over there and an arc too, because once it goes out like that, it'll arc over and it'll land right on them 2 Tetons that are in that mountain range there in Wyoming.
Yeah.
They
Wake
call
the hell up! You can't be sleepy already.
They call
too early to be
Tet.
sleepy.
But you see, it was a French guy, French explorer, that discovered them. You know, the first Native American seeing them was this French guy, and he named them. He said they look like a endowed woman laying on her back. Speaking of that, Dolly Parton died.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. Don't know what of, but I know she had some kidney stones.
Bad back.
You got to work in the morning. So do I. I have to work in the morning too. But
they have a bridge that kind of reminds me of the Grand Tetons in Alabama on I-65, Internet 65 going north. You know, you hook on, it starts at Mobile, Alabama, and then mile marker 1, 2, 3, and all. You get up past Creola up there a few miles, and the way the interstate angles over that basin, because they have a basin over there, kind of like a Atchafalaya basin, but it's not as big. And they got some people call it Nigger Bridge, some people because it goes over the Nigger River, and that's a hog over there. So and that's where the biggest hog got killed at, was in that but they call it Nigger Bayou, not Nigger River. Anyway, then they start calling it, known as the Dolly Parton Bridge, because it looks like Dolly Parton laying on her back with 2 humps. It's twin span, okay, like New Orleans.
Yeah.
And it's got the round girders and all like that. It's a twin span, and once you're approaching it, the interstate curves, okay? So when you go in there, it's going at an angle. You're going this way, and you here it looks like at an angle like that. So you kind of see them at an angle like that. And it looks like 2 breasts sticking up in the air. And on the radio, or TV, radio, they'll call it the Dolly Parton Bridge.
That's what the bridge is called, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the Dolly Parton Bridge.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the official government name. I think it's something else.
Yeah. I don't know.
David Carlisle, he knows what I'm talking about. He lives north of that bridge. I didn't
Probably
forget you here, David. He lives
She
a
spent
lot
more
far
money
north
than
of
I made.
Yeah, Missy
I don't
told me
know.
that Dolly died. What she died of? Let me see.
They didn't say, but she
I'm
had
a,
kidney stones removed in I think May, and she was recovering from that.
oh hell, that's 3 months.
That's what he said. I know what you think he said, and I know YouTube's probably gonna think that's what he said, but he didn't say that word. I know what you're thinking. He didn't say that, but I guarantee you they're gonna come on my ass about it. But who cares? At this point, I don't give a rat's ass.
Well, that's hey, it's got signs on the highway, on the interstate. It's got signs. So and
Yeah.
government signs at that. Okay, it's not that somebody Jay Clampett or Jethro Bodine made a sign and put a T-post up, from a farmhouse somewhere in the country and screwed it on there. No, this is a government legitimate sign. That's the freaking name of it.
You just gave Zamron a new Mimi for a show. This is my favorite bridge of all time now. Every time somebody says that, they're like, "What?" I like the reaction. What'd you say? Did you say what I thought you said?
She was 80 years old. Oh, she had cancer.
I didn't see that. They must have just added that on Wikipedia.
No, this is U.S. Today newspaper. Dolly Parton's cancer battle is finally over.
Oh, I didn't know she had cancer. They said she was recovering from kidney stones.
Yeah, and then her husband died a while back. 8 months ago, something, maybe not even that.
Yep. I wonder what happens to Dolly World now. They must have a successor on who runs that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So they'll have it going and stuff, and
She had been battling cancer.
I didn't hear anything about that, but then I heard it.
She died at Vanderbilt Ingram Cancer Center in Nashville after being hospitalized there. She's only been in there for 4 days. Let me see, what's today? Yeah, 4 days. She went in on the 21st. So 3 days or so, 4 days.
Well, I heard it earlier. It was around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. They said she passed away, and it was actually I heard it from the BBC.
Right.
They said it first, and I'm like, nah. But I was reading this article, and it says obituary, and I said she's not dead. And I'm reading the whole accomplishments at the very end. Dolly Parton passed away at 80. They didn't put it at the beginning. They put it at the whatever. He's gonna do that for your stream. He's gonna do that for your stream. Well, there you go. I remember the trolls used to come in and say, "Hey, my name's Nick," and then I'd say, "Oh, what's your last name?" And they go, "My name is Gear."
You know what?
I'm like, oh
crap!
Huh?
Man, I forgot. I didn't pop out my chat. I have to.
Yeah, the BBC don't know. I don't know how they get these scoops in America. I mean, they must be in America, I don't know. You have to figure this crap out.
Man, I'm starting to get that.
I'm watching. Huh?
I'm starting to get that freaking neuropathy in my hands. That sucks a fat one.
It doesn't go away. It just takes over.
Well, I had a buddy of mine. I don't know if he thought he had neuropathy or what. He said, they gave me something. I can't remember the name of it. They gave me something, man. And a couple of weeks it went away. I said, well, you must have not had neuropathy, or you didn't have it bad, or you thought you had it. Because neuropathy, man, That's why.
Oh, yeah. You could say the Thriller in Manila.
Yeah. What's up, Manila? Manila. Vanilla. That's how they say it.
Yeah.
We have a road in the mountain calling it. Yep. Yep. There used to be more signs. David Carlisle says.
Everywhere
Somebody took a couple
sign.
of them down. Hey, there's Zane Ron. What's up? Bill says nerve damage from his accident. Mine's from, well, I've had a few accidents, not car accidents, but rodeo.
He knows that.
Rodeo incidents. Who knows what?
He said, "You said there's Zane Ron." He said, "I've been here," and I said, "He knows you've been here."
Oh yeah, but I mean in name.
Yeah, he just switched over.
Yeah. Anyway, rodeo, Bad Falls, off of horses and a couple of bulls getting stomped. When you already got a bad back and don't really realize it, that it's that bad, and then you keep breaking horses and, trail riding and all that. Because, man, trail riding, dude, there's a lot of stuff that can spook a horse. 18-wheeler passing the group up and then blaring on the horn. Man, that truck driver would be charged with death. Involuntary or voluntary manslaughter, because he's the one that wanted to blow the horn. So that would be like, what, third-degree murder? The lesser charge of murder, manslaughter, or third-degree murder. Let's see if it helps at all. How many people we got in here?
It's called YouTube sabotage. They're not gonna show it.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that damn YouTube earlier and then I jumped off on the ads. Because scam
somebody
ads.
brought
So I
that up
told
in
them to
Wade's
kiss my foot and smell my butt. And
all in that order.
So I mean, I remember when I was monetized, you only had to have, now this is not under my Cajun name. This is under my other channel that I still have. I'm glad I still got it.
Cooking with Cajun.
I went, no, not that one. It was a cooking and gardening channel. And,
the other one,
toward the end, I had, small engine repair. Just some little tips and tricks. Anyway, I was monetized, and then right after that, that guy in New Zealand entered kill himself it was on Facebook. A lot of people say it was on YouTube. It wasn't. It was on Facebook. He was live and on a cell phone. And
you got to say a different word than that K word, because YouTube's shutting down channels because of that. They shut down Oof's live stream. Oof's live stream. He was talking about somebody that passed away, and they shut his live stream down the other night, and I was in it because he said that K word.
A couple nights ago,
2 or 3 nights ago, they shut his live stream down. They start to shut it down because of that word.
So he went in there and caused a bunch of unaliving, and then himself. So
Yeah.
there's no doubt to who it was, and he was some kind of terrorist or something. And it was a Clash of the Titans or something. It was the same people, okay, but different family. It was like a feud between that whatever. Well, anyhow, YouTube came up and said, no more lives on cell phones. You got to be on
Yeah, I remember that.
or desktop. You got to be on that. Then, not long after, you had to have. That's when they changed the monetization. After that, it was a little while. Like months.
It was 1,000 or 2,000 watches, something like that.
And 2,000 hours to watch. Oh no, 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And that was it. 1,000 subscribers. I think it was 1,000. Yeah, 1,000.
I think you needed 1,000 watch hours too, or something like that.
No, it didn't. No, they didn't have the watch hours at that point in time. I don't think. But it did. It wasn't long after that came around. 1,000. I want to say. I think that's what I remember. So I was monetized, but I should have been grandfathered in because I was already monetized when they took away. Now I only had. I didn't have the subs. I didn't quite have the subs. Oh no, I'll tell you what happened. With the monetization, you have to have 1,000 subs to go live on a cell phone.
Yeah.
And
I think it was
to make sure you had a legit channel. All right. Right when they did that, they did a purge. A channel, subscriber purge. And all my subscribers were natural and people that I knew, and they there wasn't no triple accounts and all that, all that bull crap, bull butter like they got out now. Well, naturally, when they purged me, that knocked me below 1,000 subscribers, and I couldn't get back up there. I mean, I could, but I was like, oh man, I was upset about it and all. Well, yep, 400 watch hours, 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. How long ago that was, Zanron? Because you see, now I'm talking 10 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that, or longer. So it was before I had my Cajun channel, because I remember when I got this channel here, my Cajun Coin Hunter channel, within 5 months, I was monetized. Within 5 months.
I would have been monetized if the damn people wouldn't have screwed around with the channel.
Well, I had all the silver wheels going. Oh, plus I had that 25 channel giveaway that me and Michael Kittles did.
Oh, yeah, him.
And I think Big T, me and Big T had one. We had
I was almost monetized twice.
We had a big one, me and Big T, and then we had that. I don't know if that was the 25 channel giveaway. No, but we had a bunch of us in there. Oh, a bunch.
Yeah,
and a lot of stuff given away in a 1909 SVDB wheat penny. Yeah, buddy.
That's what got you monetized. There's only 400,000 of those made. Who knows how many of those are left?
Well, that giveaway helped my subscriber count because you had to be subscribed. That was just said. It wasn't really written in the rules, but it was said.
Well, I mean, in that situation, yeah, they should. But
Boy, I tell you what, that freaking neuropathy is something else. It's coming in these fingers here, starting on this thumb. Man.
That's weird that you can't get a lot of those people onto your second channel. You know, if you don't tell them that's your channel, you should just say, hey, it's a good buddy of mine. Help them get to 1,000 subscribers. And don't even tell them it's you. See if it works.
Well, they already probably know
hey.
that. They probably already know it.
Maybe.
I'm gonna
I think I subscribed to. I'm pretty sure.
I'm heading to the stove. I gotta start cooking. I'm the cook tonight.
Cooking with Katie.
It's a fast dish. It's Chanel fried rice. Fried rice. Fried rice. When you say it fast.
You only need 50 subscribers that go off your cell phone? I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah.
Because right now you only need 50 subscribers to go live. 50,000? Who told you that? On StreamYard? Using StreamYard? That's because you're using the. You can do a desk version, and don't have. No,
he's talking about he's talking about YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd they do?
He's monetized. YouTube tells him everything. They don't tell me a damn thing.
Now, okay. Here's a question. What? They changing it over from 4,000 to 8,000 hours. That's not going to help make creators. That's just going to have.
They're not doing it to help creators. They're doing it to add advertisers want it. That's why. When I'm in Wayne's stream, they put 4 ads next to each other.
Well, how can you get creators, get people monetized? It's hard to get people monetized at 8,000 hours.
They don't want people monetized. They're doing it for the advertisers. They can give a rat's ass if somebody gets monetized enough.
Because they run ads on you anyway.
No matter what. Yeah.
They run ads
doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Ads don't run on my channel. You know why? Simple reason. They just don't. Nobody's ever seen an ad on my channel, ever. So I think you
correct. Because you probably have no ads clicked in your menu somewhere. In your YouTube studio, because you do have a studio. Even though you're not monetized,
I have the app on my phone. I have all of that. No ads, no nothing. Why? Right. Because I'm not getting paid for it.
All right. Here's my question. If you have, say, 6,000 hours, all right, but you're already monetized, but you have 6,000 watch hours. When the first of the January 31st or whatever it is, I think January 31st or 27th.
February, but I could be wrong.
Or, February 1st, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, it's the last day is January 31st, so that would be February 1st. Are you going to be unmonetized because you got 6,000 or 7,500 hours instead of 8,000?
From what I read, now I'm not monetized because YouTube will tell the monetization people first. From what I read, if you're already monetized, you're going to stay monetized.
Well, they should have did that with me with my other channel. Sons of bitches.
That's what I read, but I'm not sure. But, you know.
Because I saw a little bit of video by Cajun Roots. He spells Cajun with a K instead of a C. The gray-headed guy with the beard. He's up in New England now. I think he does some kind of flea market auction type on his channel, reseller. Anyway, he puts out information for people like that. When YouTube does any changes and all that, he lets people know. So that's not what his channel's all about, though. But he does let people know. And he was talking about it. I didn't hear him say that, but I heard what I wanted to hear because I didn't know what it was about. And then, no, he wasn't talking about that. He was talking about something else. Oh, wait a minute. Which one was it he was talking about? Was he talking about the new? No, he was talking about the one you got to, check the boxes and all that. Oh, yeah, you might be grandfathered in because you have to check some boxes, like you agreed to terms and services or whatever.
Yeah.
And you got to do that before the deadline, which is January 31st or something. Because somebody was talking about it that long ago.
This is what YouTube should do. They're pissing off everybody anyway. They should say, okay, they should just say, okay, everyone's unmonetized, go for 8,000 watch hours, and you'll be monetized again. Watch how many people drop off of YouTube completely.
Oh, yeah.
With this 8,000 watch hours, they're going to lose people completely.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. They'll go to Rumble, or they'll go to Twitch, or they'll go to other platforms, Kick, or whatever one. So,
yeah. And they're all from now until all of January, they're going to be telling everybody, they're going to be starting a new Twitch channel. Hey, everybody come over to my Twitch channel. Now, witch me out. Witch me left.
I'm on my Twitch channel right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm monetized on my Twitch channel.
Yeah,
I make a couple dollars a stream. Not much, but it's enough. Now, unless somebody donates, I'll make more, but I run ads on my Twitch channel, but y'all don't see them.
YouTube
but I run them.
Sued somebody. I forget. It had to be a class action lawsuit that YouTube, kind of a one-person class action law. YouTube sued a bunch of people. Let me get some coffee. Be right back.
All right. I'm drinking some Coke. Well, not Coke, but an equivalent of Coca-Cola. I forget the name of the brand. It's Aldi brand. I like it. I'm suing YouTube for $46 billion for theft and damages and some other nonsense. I don't remember what, but I got a cup of coffee right next to me from like 2 hours ago. I just got to stick it in the microwave.
YouTube sued somebody. What it is people were complaining that YouTube was running a lot of ads on, and I mean, way over the amount that was normal. Okay, a lot of people complaining, and I think there was some kind of YouTube was put in a bad spot because of it. They were getting too greedy, and they were running. People were running ad blockers and all that to not see ads, and then man, some ads that were like not meant for the public, not even for adults to be watching. Okay, much less kids. So, or teenagers or whatever that are kids are not supposed to watch the adult version of YouTube. Like under 12 or whatever, they're supposed to be limited to whatever platform. So YouTube said, it would punish people for running ad blockers and all that. Well, then people were complaining because YouTube Red, it used to be called, or YouTube Premium now, and there's two different classes of premium. That people were complaining about ads being run. And YouTube was like, yeah, one will slip by every now and then or something. Yeah, like that, Yeah, no, bull butter, Well, what it was, and YouTube couldn't do a damn thing about it. It was creators, like me and Zanron, you, whoever. A big channel, say with 100,000 subscribers or 500,000 or whatever. Say like a carpenter, a woodworker, cabinet maker.
Yeah.
Well, they make deals with DeWalt or whoever to sponsor a video, and it's like sponsoring one video or several. What they'll do, they'll talk about it. It won't be an ad like YouTube inserts ads, and then you can skip it in 15 seconds or whatever. It's not that. It's just the person talking about it in his video, talking about a product for 10 seconds. Okay. To me, that's not an ad. He's just telling me that DeWalt gave him a tool and he wanted to try it out and it works good. Go try it. 10 seconds. It's not a damn 15, 30-second ad or a 2-minute ad. Like, man, sometimes you can't even skip a YouTube ad. You got to watch a 30-second ad. Have to. Can't skip it. The only way you can skip it
the other day, I had to go through a 2-minute ad and I couldn't skip it. It was a 2-minute ad. It would not let me skip.
Yeah. So YouTube, man, they
I refreshed it. I refreshed this thing and I got again.
They sue in an area of their YouTube platform, whatever. The creators, some kind of way they suing, and so creators can't have an ad in there. Now, what classifies an ad?
12,000 watch hours.
Do you actually show the product while you're talking about it? Yeah, look how pretty white my teeth are. Here, caress with a toothbrush. Yeah, okay, that's an ad. But just talking about, like, say if you go to make a cut with a saw, and you're using the saw to make the cut in your video because you're actually using your tools in the video, you can talk about Milwaukee, if you got a Milwaukee saw, you can talk about Milwaukee and say, hey, man, this saw here is the beast. It cuts, it don't go off of your line or nothing, it don't angle, your blade don't get hot and all that stuff. Because, man, I tell you what, Bosch, when I was young,
I know what they go off of.
Trim carpenters had Bosch tools, trim carpenter tools. Bosch was the best, man. There were no two ways about it. Then Milwaukee came out with a jigsaw, for trim carpenters, and it was a damn good jigsaw too. Now Bosch, they had a special blade that was fit in their saws. It wasn't just stick the blade in and tighten up an Allen screw. No, it was just stick it in, and flip the lever, and it was in. It was a bayonet style, and they were Swiss steel. Swedish steel, Swedish, whatever. Both of them by Germany, anyhow. But anyway, Swiss or Swedish steel, Swiss steel, they both good anyway. German steel is good too. But the Bosch was maybe Switzerland or Sweden, well, one of them. So you have to get 4,000 watch hours from a year of the start date of your channel. Well, I know that.
Yep. That's why I lost my watch hours twice. I had 3,800 the first time and 3,700 the second time. and I just needed a couple hundred watch hours, and I kept asking people, watch my shit. Nobody would watch it. And they reset the sumbitch back down to whatever it was. They said, nope, sorry, you lost them. Right down to zero.
It does, yeah, like today. Like today.
Mhm.
My watch hours from 365 days ago to now is what my watch hours are. That's what counts. Then tomorrow it switches. Like say if I had 3 videos that I had made and I got 1,000 watch hours on them 3 videos, made a year, made 360 days ago. Well, and that's what built up my hours. Okay. Well, if I'm already monetized, it doesn't matter. They can drop anyway. But if I need another 20 hours
baby?
to get it, if I need another 20 hours to get it, my 4,000 watch hours, and those 3 videos are on the edge of the cliff fixing to drop off. When they drop, that's it. I got to build up 3,000 more watch hours.
There we go. Got J Live in the building. Who Dat Nation strong.
What's up, J Live? What's happening? Who dat, baby?
I think I'm saying because the J and the L kind of blend together. But I know exactly. I watch that. I know exactly this. But
well,
yeah, no.
I got to get back to the stove. Start that fried rice.
Fried rice.
Well,
if I didn't get hacked the first time, I wouldn't have had to put the subscriber mode on the second time. So, and trolls don't count as watch time anymore because YouTube took it away. So you can't use that theory anymore. I can't get into can't do it that way anymore. Once I got hacked, nope, I stopped doing that shit altogether. I'm not going off of YouTube anymore. Will not go off of YouTube. They just hacked the shit out of it. So, no, I don't go off of YouTube anymore. I go off of StreamYards or whatever. So, they were getting a bunch of channels back then. So, no, I don't take the chance anymore. At all. But that's why I do what I do. But that doesn't matter anyway, because I'm not getting 8,000 watch hours, so screw that shit. Well, when you get hacked and you lose all your watch hours and they hack you through YouTube. I've done said this before 1,000 times. You won't understand it. They hack your ass through YouTube. If I go through YouTube, whoever did it will screw up my channel again. And even though I changed my password, once they hack YouTube, once they get into your account, you go through YouTube, they can do it over and over and over and over and over again. It is so easy to hack. It hasn't happened to you. When it happens to you, get back to me. So it's happened to numerous coin people in the past. And they got me one night and I was getting monetized and I had like 65 people in my chat. And they started spamming the shit out of info and all this other bullshit. Trolls galore. That's why I put subscribers only on. For that reason. That is why I put a time limit on there. Because I don't feel like getting knocks on my fucking door and all this other bullshit again. Oh, they got me way worse than him. Way worse than his ass. Way worse than his ass. Nah, yeah, you think Wayne with the trolls? Nah, that's why I throw that shit on there. So, but nobody, you don't get it. I've said this 1,000 times. You don't get it. You don't get it. Once they hack you through YouTube, you can't stream off of YouTube again. You have to go through a server. I can't stream off of YouTube. I can't do it. I can't go vertical because I can't stream off of YouTube because they hacked it. So I can't go through it. That's why I got to go through StreamYards or this other platform. That's why I don't go through YouTube anymore because I can't. Unless I make a brand new channel. I'm not starting. Why the hell should I start over? Yeah, I did it. I got another YouTube channel. I do have another one. I can bring it. I could pull it up. I have to put it on my phone. But yeah, I have another YouTube channel. It only has 200 something subscribers on it. Yeah, it's my Awesome Saints channel. Yeah, I'm not putting any more. Why? I've had this for like a long time, so I'm not putting any nonsense into it. It's like a pain in the butt. Actually, somebody told me, "Oh, you should make a video of what happened and put it on YouTube, and it would get a lot of views." And I go, like I want to do that shit anyway. All I gotta do is put out one video that gets me 4,000 watch hours, and I'm good. That's it. One video. My Drew Brees video damn near did that. Damn near got me monetized. Just that one video, just that one live stream. I would have been monetized, but there was some days I didn't feel like streaming. When I was getting like 100 watch hours or 50 watch hours of stream. If I would have did that a couple times more, I would have got monetized. The trolls would have never screwed around with me, and I'd be monetized today. So, but it is what it is. You got the keyboard warriors, and you know. So that's when I used to stream from like 12 to 3 in the morning. I had a lot of people in that chat. Go look up my chats from like 5-6 years ago. I streamed off of YouTube. That's all I did was just take my laptop, turn it on, and go through YouTube. And someone or somebody knew I was getting close to monetization and screwed me. They did it to Murad all the time. And Murad would keep getting monetized left and right. Well, I couldn't do that. If I started over, I would never get it. Because 90% of the people that follow me on YouTube ain't even on YouTube anymore. Probably. Or probably 80%. Maybe 70. I don't know. There's a lot of them that ain't. They go on YouTube, but they don't stream. So there was a lot of people. I think Dave, weren't you in that stream when it happened? I know people in that stream. I think Cajun was in that stream when it happened. I had a lot of people in that damn stream. You know? And then I couldn't get my damn YouTube channel for a long time. Then I finally got it back. I wasn't gonna start another one. Hell with that shit. But but you know, it is what it is. I could still be like you and get one good stream, you know, one good stream and then kick it going. It could happen, but I'm not gonna delete anything. I got like 1,200 channels on this damn 1,200 videos on this channel, not 1,200, whatever. So hey, you could piss while you're smoking pot. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I've never done it, but I know people do. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. No, you had one good live stream that got you monetized. It's the God's honest truth. It's not disrespecting you. That's all you need is one. You need a stroke of luck and a piece of genius, and boom. And that video of you getting arrested pushed your channel enough to where YouTube gave a shit, started recommending your channels after busting your ass, and you got monetized. And I congratulate you for that. That's what YouTube wants. Well, you said that guy kept sharing out your channel. That cop guy or something, so. You can get 4,000 watch hours from one live stream. I almost did. My Drew Brees live stream got me like 3,300 watch hours or some shit like that. Now that was a 4.5 hour live stream. There were several times where you were going to quit YouTube. I certainly remember you were like, screw this shit, I'm getting off of this, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't until you changed your platform and started doing the cop watch is when your channel started picking up. And if I'm lying, I'm dying, because that's exactly what happened. As soon as you started doing the cop watch and going to the big cop watch channels, YouTube started recommending you, and that's how you got monetized. I can go back to my old live streams, keep all them comments going. I mean, hell. Yeah, you gotta bust your ass and stuff, but it takes. My whole thing is, I'm just saying, like, one viral video could jumpstart anybody. I can have a viral video, and it could jumpstart me and get me monetized. Yeah, exactly. You ain't gotta worry about that no more. You hit your goal. Congratulations. You know? But what people don't realize, and it's not an insult, you have to get lucky to get monetized on YouTube. As far as, like, you put out the content, you may get 20 views, 30 views. The algorithm is broken. You literally have to, like, if you're not a woman showing cleavage, you basically have to bust your ass. But when you changed your whole platform and started doing the cop watch, you know. All right, Bill, appreciate you popping in. You have a good night. And go Saints as always, Bill. But the algorithm is broken. But it doesn't hurt that you have big channels sharing your videos out. I used to have a golf channel come in here with 10,000 subscribers and share me out all the time. I don't know what happened to them, but, you know. Well, whatever it is, a combination of all three. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, sparkling personality. I'm gonna have to remember. I'm gonna have to steal that one. Sparkling personality.
Oh yeah, Sesame oil.
I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that.
Yeah, all the time.
That's a classic one. You're gonna have to copyright that. You're gonna have to copyright that sentence.
Leave this out.
And I can't check your numbers because I don't have access to your account. But my sparkling personality got me almost monetized single-handedly. I didn't have to do shit. All I did was I turned on the laptop and I started streaming. That's all I had to do. When I get another laptop, I got this Xbox One sitting over here, but I can't figure out how to work it. I've had it for about a year and a half. I heard you can stream off the Xbox One, but I can't figure out how to get the game. I might try to fool with it tonight. See if I can stream off of it, because I have a few Xbox One games that I got when I was at Goodwill. Somebody handed me that damn thing. We couldn't sell video. We couldn't sell the systems anymore because the system kept getting hacked. So somebody put it right in my hand. That was the best thing about Goodwill. All I had to do is say, "Can I have it?" And as long as they said yes, and somebody heard you, it was yours. The managers didn't like that, but screw them. If it was something that we wasn't allowed to sell, like video game consoles, I got a bunch of those. I sold some of them, but I got a bunch of them. That's how I got the Xbox One. Well, that didn't hurt you. That helped you. You can't deny 46,000 views on a couple. You can't tell me that those didn't push you to monetization. Because if you're saying no, then you're full of shit. It all adds up. I got a short that gets about 35 views a day. and I made that short about, I don't know, 6 years ago. You know, the Mario short. It's almost at 5,500 views now. It keeps moving up, moving up, moving up. I don't know what about that short, you know. Everything is about luck and skill. You can't say you didn't have a little luck. Luck was on your side. The algorithm got you to people at the right time, at the right place, and recommended your videos. You know, and word of mouth and everything like that. You gotta have a stroke of luck, stroke of genius. You know.
Not yet. Yep.
The best time to do a live stream is from from midnight to 3 in the morning. I already proved that. I already proved that shit. That's the best time to prove that. Draw a crowd. Yeah. Back in the day, I was having 35, 40 people average in my live streams.
More than that, yeah, 50, 60.
See? Cajun remembers. I think one night I had like 300 and something people in my chat. And I was like, holy shit. I freaked out. I was like, what? Oh yeah, I used to get that's what I said. If I would have done 2 or 3 more live streams per average, I would have got monetized. But there were times where I just said, nah, I don't, because I was doing 6 nights a week sometimes. I just said, nah, I don't feel like doing that shit. Nah, I don't want to. But so I know how to do all of this. It's just, it's not, you know, it's kind of hard. You got to keep making more people to watch the stuff. Or not make them. You got to make new friends. But yeah, 3 o'clock is a sweet spot because you're getting. Yeah, I couldn't stay up to 6. I did 12 to 3. Sometimes I did more than 3. 3 o'clock is your sweet spot because you're getting all the people from the Philippines, overseas. 9 o'clock, you're getting the UK people. That's 9 in the morning over there. You get the insomniacs. So.
Oh, shit, I went on Xanaron one morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever. A while back. Man, like 300 people in there. I'm like, what? Check him out. Go, boy, go.
Yeah, he was giving away something. He put in there, I'm giving away life.
I had a few at over 1,000 consistently. 1,000 people in the chat. Wow.
Yeah, I mean the right time at the right place.
I tell you was talking about that one channel that pushes you overboard. Stephen Cox, diesel mechanic, right up, not far up the line here, but he's over in Texas, across from Shreveport. Wait, or he is in Shreveport. Anyway, he's right by the line. Vinton, not Vinton. That's I'm thinking of something else. Anyway, right on the Louisiana-Texas line. Stephen Cox, diesel mechanic. He came out with a title on a video. The reason, and I think he was like one of the first ones to have a title. The reason the cops don't want you to mix super glue like this is, and then ... Man, that video went freaking wildfire viral. He got, I forget how many subscribers he had. Man, it put him like 200,000 or so or whatever. Thousands of people. It went viral. The reason the cops don't want you to use this super glue trick. Well, it was some super glue, and toothpick, and something else. It was to hold something, to make something, you know, for fabrication or whatever. And it was, you
Yeah.
know, a neat hack. You know, it's awesome. And shit, I don't know if I knew Steve back then or not. If I didn't know him, then I did, but I don't remember. Anyhow, he damn good diesel mechanic. I'm talking about top notch in the you know, man, he went to California one time to work on some shit. People hired him to go over there, paid riding time and all. So yeah, no, well I don't.
That just
It was
proves
a
my point.
plane ticket or
But
something.
one
But
one
yeah,
viral
that one
video can
got him
skyrocket
over,
your.
man, got him monetized
Yeah,
and
that's my
all
whole
that.
point. I'm not saying that happened to Zanron. One video shot him over monetization. I'm saying my whole thing is one video can do that to you.
Yeah, right.
You get
Now
one
then,
good viral video, YouTube picks it up and they can make or break your day.
yeah.
I mean,
Now
I'll tell you
if
that
you,
mechanic that I watched, his name, Scotty Kilmer. He
oh
would purposely
yeah,
click, he would purposely, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
He
Scotty Killer.
purposely clickbaited.
What he didn't really clickbait.
He said
Yeah,
he
not
clickbaited.
really.
He said he kind
He
of did it to draw
kind
in
of, but
viewers and
not.
once he got him in.
Not, I didn't think his style was clickbaiting, but what got him his style of making a video. He does all the jump
Yeah.
scenes, jump scenes, jump scenes. I
Yep.
mean, he must have in a 5-minute video or 8-minute video, because his videos were never very long, which that was a plus.
Yeah.
He
there
had a
like
lot
10
of
of them?
editing. He must have had 40 jump scenes, 40 edits, splice, into a video.
Yeah.
Uh,
He had a shitload of them.
and yeah, he had that character, he built up a character. And you know who copied him? You know who
Who's
copied him? Taro Fixes All. Pterodactyl, lawnmower mechanic. And he's known for his skits. He does a video every Sunday, and he usually puts a 10-minute skit in front of it. It's a skit like SNL or whatever, and then they do the first part before the actual repair video, and then the second part after the repair video. And they got named like Blade Man and Throttle, Batman and Robin. Then they got all these characters in there, and one of them's Slippers, Uncle Andy, Tim Burr, chainsaw guy, Tim Burr, Tim, Tim, and then Bur, Tim Burr, guy with a beard. Okay, lumberjack. Anyway, there's this other guy called what's his name? Ronnie. He's a crook, okay, like a used car salesman, but in the lawnmower business. And he's dressed up just like Scotty Kilmer. Exactly like him, dude. He looks like the dude, and there's no mask or fake hair or anything. It's hair slicked back like Scotty. And I know, man, if Taro copies you, you doing good. You're doing good. But Taro's character, Ronnie the Shyster, was molded after Scotty Kilmer. Yeah.
I'm surprised they ain't
And then he
sued
had
each other.
one. Then he had one. You remember Mix Mowers? Remember him?
I don't
Mix
think
Mowers
so.
from England. Everybody's Mick in England. But I think Mike's Mick or something like that. Anyhow, Mix Mowers, he's real popular. And Taro did a skit on him, on Mix Mowers. But Taro's, it looked like his twin brother, but he was from jolly old England, across the pond. And it's Taro, but he's dressed up in a suit and all that, and he's got the accent down pat too. Can you sort that out? My mower is like warming or something. Like, well, it's hunting. And he was like, "Yeah, if you call it that, can you get it sorted out for me, kind sir?" And all that. He was like, "Have I met you somewhere before?" You know, and he's got them Bubba teeth and all that. Have I met you somewhere before? Because I mean, he's talking about himself. So
Hmm.
anyway, I'm eating. I'll holler at y'all later. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Pluta.
Nah, see you later, Cajun. Thanks for popping up. Well, let's see. We gotta get the cooking with Cajun segment going on there. Like, zoom the thing at the camera. You know, one time years ago, I did a video and it was me cooking a grilled cheese sandwich. And I put the video up and it got, I don't know, a lot of views. And the very next day it was taken down. And I never got an explanation why, because I don't know. It was taken down. It had a lot of views. I don't know how many views it had, but I might. That was at the old house. I don't know how to do it at this place. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to use the damn thing here. I could figure it out, but I don't know. But it should make me the grilled cheese, load it up, see if it sticks to the wall. You know, because you got to figure out what sticks and what doesn't stick. Oh, I forgot to tell Cajun that probably Southern Coin Hunter's probably streaming right now. I'm thinking. So I know when I end this in a few minutes, that's where I'm probably gonna see. Where I'm gonna see. No, Cat never did come back. She said she was gonna leave, and I ain't never seen her again. I'm like, She must have disappeared on me. That's okay. I'm used to that. But but it goes back to my point. It takes one. YouTube could put you anywhere they want with one video. You could have 6,000 videos with 47 views. And then you do one video and all of a sudden you got 14,000 views, 15, 16, 20, 30, 40,000 views. And you're like, what did I do? And then you spend all this time trying to, Dave's not here, man. Open up, it's me, Dave. I got the stuff. Dave's not here, man. I know I'm Dave. I got the stuff. Open the door. And all that good jazz. But oh, but I'm gonna end her in a couple minutes anyway. They don't come to my channel for me anyway. They want to hear my wife. Did I not tell you? How many times did I not tell you? That's why they want to see your wife in that bikini. Remember that time you want to put your wife in a bikini? I think you did it and then you took it down. You got a shitload of views. Yeah, I remember earlier they kept saying, "Hey, Mrs. Z, hey, Mrs. Z." And it's like, that's not Mrs. Z, that's little Mrs. Z. See, that just proves that I'm at your channel paying attention. I don't remember who said that, but I kept remembering people were saying that. So just let her run your channel for a while. You'll get 3 million subscribers. So Yeah, that's easy. Might as well go to bed. I'm going to bed because I go to work at 6. I have a set schedule. I mean, not as far as days, but as far as time. But I'm actually trying to get this job that pays a lot more money. It's a supervisor job, and it pays more than what I'm getting for the cleaning place. So it actually pays almost as much, if not more, than the regular Amazon people. So, so I'm trying to get that because I got an interview set up for that. So if I get that, I'll be like, see ya. Also, I have a spot to get in the Amazon thing when they open it up. So I could do that temporarily for like 4 months. I would walk away with like 25 grand doing that shit when they hire for peak season, which they're doing next month. Oh, let me tell you about peak season. Your ass gonna be working 15-hour shifts, not 12. Y'all gonna be getting there. Y'all gonna be working at damn near midnight with those peak shifts. Y'all gonna be carrying 50,000 more packages. If they ain't told you about peak season, be prepared. That shit runs from September all the way to December 25th. They gonna be hiring the shit out of drivers. They gonna be hiring y'all gonna be running into each other like y'all gonna be like 4. They gonna have like a house, a driver per house, because they had the peak season and they had it already once this year. They had it April and May. I forget what, for Easter I think they had it or something. But the peak season starts. I think it's September 1st. I could be mistaken, and it goes through Christmas Day, and that's when they hire all the That's when they hire like a shitload. Oh, really? Oh, I'm telling you, they did. They gonna do that down here. Y'all's is in a different kind of thing. That's why y'all's is because I asked the dispatchers down here about it, and they said it depends on this, depends on this, depends on this. They pulled up the maps, and they showed all the maps of all the districts and stuff. And the one I'm at is the last stop. Actually, ours has the least amount. Ours only has like, I think 600 workers. Where the one in Baton Rouge is the main one. That's got 4,000. Those are the ones that do the drones. They drone 7 miles in each direction. That's it? You only working 3 days? Shit. How you only working 30 hours? Shit, down here, they desperate. They can't keep people down here. They firing for running into each other, smoking on the job. They caught a few people drinking. Hell. Down here, they give you shit. You work we don't have the drones at our I don't think we're getting the drones at our building. Baton Rouge has had the drones for the last couple of months. I don't think we're going to get the drones. Just because where our building is, there are a lot of buildings within a 7-mile radius, but they would have to go over the water and shit. And I don't think drones operate over the water too well. So it's kind of like, let's see. But yeah, if you go on like Van was saying on his stream last night, WBRZ Channel 2 in Baton Rouge, just type in WBRZ, and they did an Amazon video, a couple whatever. Oh, Amazon's got a rule: you can't work over 6 days. The drivers here, they get here. They come in at 9:40. And at 9 o'clock, except for the flex drivers, at 9 o'clock they all go back to the building. I know NOLA Logistics does. I don't know about Rise. There's six of them. They just added another one. So they got 6 different trucker companies, and they're all in their ditch. They're in the building. They all go in their dispatch, in their area. So, yeah, somebody quit what I was doing and waited 3 months and just got on the list. Just got hired last week. It takes about 2 or 3 weeks. But see, flex drivers is in the afternoon. Out here, they come at like anywhere between 2 and 4. And they only work like, I don't know, 5-6 hour shifts. I don't know what they work, but they only make one trip. At least at this building they do. But yeah, flex drivers work in the afternoons out here. They don't come in the mornings. Because I never see them before 2 o'clock. Oh, they don't do that out here. They don't do it out here like that. Not in our building. Ours is way different. Flex drivers out here, they come at 2 o'clock and they come at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's it. Well, they might come after. They might come later, but I never see them. Because the latest I ever stay is 4:30. I used to stay to 6. But yeah, there's a mile-long flex drive list. Sometimes they see me. Yeah, I'm here to get my shift, and I go, "You talking to the wrong person." They'll come up to me. They'll hand me I've had a few of these drivers come up to me and hand me a box. They all make the same amount. They're all supposed to make $21.50. At least that's what they do. That's what they make here, $21.50. I don't know what they make in your neck of the woods, but what I was told is they all make the same amount, flex or regular. So, but with flex, you use your own vehicle, but you still have to wear the Amazon uniform. So, I mean, they could make more money in your neck of the woods. I don't know. Yeah, it is 1090. Yeah, it is. Yeah, flex drivers use their own vehicles here. That's why they have them. The regular drivers, they come at 9 o'clock and they sit in the break room and they sit outside. They have their meetings out in the parking lot. The first pickups are at 9:40, and they continuously do this until about 12:30 if everything goes okay. Lately, they've been having problems with the vehicles out here. A couple of vehicles broke down. One guy got into a car accident. Last week, they didn't get the damn drivers out until almost 2 o'clock. It was like 1:45, and they were like, all right, y'all got to go, because one of the trucks stalled, and it was the one in the front lane, and it held everything up. And then 1:45, then about 2 o'clock, they had to push it back. They said, we can't take any drivers at 2. So they notified people on the app, and they told them come back at 4. But when they come at 4 o'clock, even when they come at 2, there's a shitload of them. Some of them sit in the parking lot and they wait. The back parking lot, and they'll sit there because they have the little thing right there where you wait, and the guy's got to flag them down. One time I went outside and they started pulling up, and I'm like, they started talking to me like I'm the one that tells them. I'm like, just because I have a yellow vest on doesn't mean that I do that. I'm like, y'all gonna have to go back. And I told Luther, the guy that does it, he pissed off at me. He's like, why did you flag them people down? I said, I didn't flag anybody down. One asshole saw me and the rest of them did. I ain't never heard of that, though, before. Yeah, them electric vehicles got like 6 or 7 different camera angles. They mostly there for a red light. You know, they have them from all camera angles. Somebody tried to do a YouTube stream in there and they got fired for it. I overheard them saying that. They were driving and they had that YouTube stream going on. Well, what they don't fail to realize is dispatch can see you. And then he had it at an angle where they saw the mirror, and the mirror was bouncing off where they could see his phone going. But yeah, he got fired for it because they were like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that while you know. Because they got people's packages, name, information on that shit. He holds that shit up. You got everybody's info going live on YouTube, you know? But they fired his ass for that. I'm always seeing new drivers. Some of them can't handle it and they quit after the first day. They send a lot of our drivers to New Orleans and they don't want to go that far. They go as far as 40 miles in each direction. So they can go all the way up to Hammond, one side, which is about 40 miles. Or they can go to New Orleans, which is 40 miles in the other direction. Some of them stay out here. But they like to send them 40 miles in each direction. Yeah, I can never do driving. They yell at them. They yell at them damn things. Oh, sorry about that, Cat. It's called YouTube sabotage. That happened to me in Wayne's stream a couple of nights ago. I tried to comment. It wouldn't let me comment. I had to keep getting in and out. Sometimes I'll click a channel, and it's a black screen. And I'll hear people, but I won't see anything. And I have to go back and forth. This is what they do. We used to have this girl. She wouldn't even use the damn microphone. She screamed so loud it echoed in the bay. Now they're enclosing the bay. So it's going to be, you don't even need the microphone. Like, drivers, turn off your engines. Okay, drivers, exit your vehicles. You have 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And then they tell them, drivers, you have 7 minutes left. 7 minutes. Yeah, this little short girl, she screams like she don't even need the damn microphone. Y'all have 10. They have 50. Ours has 15. Because ours is bigger. Because I asked the dispatch. Yeah, you told me 10 minutes, but we have 15. Well, they have 15. I could record the whole damn thing if I felt like it. But they're doing so much construction around it. They tell them you have 7 minutes. Drivers, you have 2 minutes left. Drivers, you need to be in your seats, standing up. Seat belts on. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, drivers, start your engines. Let's go. So. Hey, appreciate you, Shelly. Oh, yeah. Sometimes they'll go up in there and they'll be like, they'll go in the break room to get the damn popsicles and they lock the popsicles and they go, oh, shit. They got to go all the way in the front of the warehouse to get them popsicles. Oh, look, another Twitch bot. Twitch bots galore. Well, just one of them. But, so I'm like, well, they do the same thing in the afternoon to the flex drivers. You know, but in the afternoon, they don't really have to. I'll tell you, this is what they do. Okay, let me rephrase that. In the afternoon, it depends who's out there. You see, that's why drivers piss in the damn bottles And I go in the parking lot now, 15,000 piss bottles everywhere. They refuse to take their 15 minutes or their 30 minutes. Out here, if you finish your route early, they send you somewhere else to help go somebody else. So you can't ever leave. Yeah, they can't leave. They can't go home till all routes are done. Oh, they got in trouble. One of the trucking drivers last week, they got in trouble because this is what they've been doing. They've been leaving the small packages. I'm talking about like loose leaf paper packages underneath the seats. They've been hiding them, leaving in the trucks on purpose because the dispatchers, they inspect all the trucks in the morning. And I'm talking to one of the dispatchers, and he opens up the truck, and there's like 6 packages in there. And he goes, what in the hell is this shit? He opens up another one, 4 piss bottles fall out. He's like, oh, no. He's like, no, what the hell's going on? He opened up one, and a piss bottle was open. It fell all over his boots. He was pissed off. I ain't never seen a man scream more obscenities in 2 seconds. He's like, we firing some drivers today. This is bullshit. We are firing these drivers. Oh, these drivers, yeah, they piss in the bottles because they don't want to stop. You know how many piss bottles I gotta find on the ground? Oh, they'll throw them in the garbage. They'll throw them in the parking lot. I'm talking about they'll chunk them in the parking lot. I'll find them out in the open in the parking lot. I'll find them inside the building in the garbage. I'll find them outside the building in the garbage. And they're not supposed to do that. They fired a few drivers. They caught a couple of drivers doing that, and they fired them, which they should. But, you know, I hate the idea that happens. Oh, no, I go to change the trash can. I got 16 fucking piss bottles in there, and I go, what the fuck? One time they threw it on the pad. My coworker picked one up and smelled it. And she goes, "It's Kool-Aid." And I said, "I guarantee that's not Kool-Aid." And she smelled it. And she goes, "Yeah, you're right. It's piss." I'm like, "Yeah, that's not Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid doesn't foam." And I like the fact that sometimes when I have my 3 days off, I'll go back and none of the garbage is changed. Piss ferments. I don't know if you know this or not. Piss ferments. It turns into a dark brown, blackish, yucky color. I can tell you how long piss has been in them garbage cans. And I gotta take a picture every time I see a picture. Every time I see a piss bottle, I gotta take a picture and send it to my boss. I have sent her probably 2,000 pictures already. Ain't nothing fucking happened. Nothing ever will. I send them to dispatch because I got all the dispatches. I send all of them. Well, it could be. One guy sweared he pissed blue on me once. I said he must have been taking that medicine. But sometimes they don't even put the cap on. They fucking piss in a bottle, and they don't even put the cap on. And I open up the damn garbage, and it's like, well, here we go. But they are so lazy. Some of them don't even make it to the garbage. They just throw it in the back in the DSP parking lot. The other day, NOLA got onto their ass because I couldn't get out in the parking lot. And the guy came up to me and goes, "Yeah," he goes, "I'm pissed off." I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "I got 15 fucking piss bottles everywhere." And I said, "Well, you need to fire your damn drivers." And he goes, "You deal with that?" I said, "Dude, you see me out there every day. I told you I deal with that shit." I'm like, "Where's Chris?" He's the owner of the damn company. I went up to Chris. I knocked on the trailer because there's 3 trailers out in the back DSP parking lot because NOLA operates in the parking lot. They're inside, but they operate outside. They have 3 big, huge trailers, and that's where they do their meetings and stuff every morning. And I went up in one of their meetings, and I told the drivers, "Look, y'all need to stop with this shit." I said, and I took the piss bottle, and I fucking put it right on the table. I said, "You see how many of these I got right here?" I said, "I don't know which one it is y'all doing this, but y'all need to stop." I said, "I'm sick and tired of piss bottles everywhere." And I'm pretty sure it's not the women doing it, unless they got the best aim and accuracy I've ever seen. So I'm pretty sure it's the guys doing it, obviously. But Chris told me to go address them in a meeting. All the companies tell me I can go in their meetings, so I sit in their meetings. You know, which is a good thing because technically I'm not an Amazon employee. I am, but I'm not. I work for Amazon technically, but I don't because technically they don't pay me. I guess I got to catch 22 there. I can go wherever the hell I want. If I want to go outside, I can go outside. If I want to go in the DSP. If I want to stand in the middle of the damn street, I can do that too. But our warehouse is so big. I mean, so many packages. Like sometimes they run out of routes. Sometimes drivers have to wait until 12 o'clock to get a route. Because they have over, I don't know, they probably have a good 2,000. At least 2,000 truck drivers, at least, because each company's got about 300 or 400. And there's 6 companies. Well, they just added another one. There's 6 companies now. NOLA Logistics, Rise, FCG. I don't remember the other 3. Daze. Daze is one. DAZE. I don't know. The biggest out of all of them is NOLA Logistics. They got the most people. Because the guy Chris owns it, he owns like all kinds of shit. He's like a millionaire, this guy. Oh, I don't know how they do it up there. But you know. Well, down here they give them 2 15s and they get an hour lunch. They don't get 30, they get 60 because I asked. And I said, because the drivers complain they don't get time to stop. The dispatcher said, we give them 60. But see, a lot of these drivers think that when they finish their route, they can go home. They don't let them go home. They'll just send them out to Bogalusa. They'll send them out somewhere else to go help a slacker. But they all have to go back at 9 o'clock at night for their nightly meeting. I do know that. I've never been there, but but they all have their meetings inside in the break room, except for NOLA. NOLA goes outside because they have their trailers. Because NOLA's got the biggest contract with Amazon. Yeah, I know, because the white trucks have rescue on it. One of the drivers tried to tell me this one time, and I said, dude, I know what you're doing. He was like, oh, I'm just rescuing a driver. And I said, I know what you're doing. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I already know. I said, I'm not dumb. I asked the dispatchers. I go hang out with the dispatchers a lot. You know, the dispatchers are inside the Amazon building. They go back and forth, except for NOLA because they're outside most of the time. NOLA does have a thing inside, but they have 3 trailers outside way in the back of DSP. And I'm talking about they got fucking TVs in there. They got radios. They got all. I go sit down and hang out with them sometimes, and I'm getting paid. So they got a vending machine in one of them, but and then they got the makeshift. The other one, not NOLA. There's another one out there. They got their workshop out there, and I go sit in there sometimes and just bullshit with them, the guys, because they're cool. They don't care, but I could pretty much do what I want because there's no manager, no boss on site. She shows up once in a blue moon at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right towards the end of my shift. So, and she's never there on the weekends. So basically, I'm my own boss for all intents and purposes. Once in a blue moon, she'll call me up and say, yeah, I'm heading that way, blah, 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 blah. But for the most part, you know, once I get the inside done, I can do whatever the hell I want outside. So I can just go sit in the damn, go sit with the dispatchers. So I ask them questions. I go, what's that? What's that? Because they have the screens up. Out here, they actually can pull up the camera feeds. Because I've already seen them watch they're actually watching them drive. Oh, I clean the building. I'm the cleaning. I'm part of the cleaning crew. Yeah, I do Sizemore. I don't know if they have Sizemore up there and up. Yeah, I'm part of the cleaning crew. I just walk around and clean shit. I'm trying to get into Amazon though. I work in the building, but I work inside and outside. So, but yeah, I can do, I just do whatever. How much what? How much I make? Not as much as Amazon. I make enough. I get 40 hours guaranteed. And I get PTO and shit. But I only make $15 an hour. That's the minimum. Yeah, 15. Because it's a third-party contract. See, how it works is Amazon pays them and they pay me. So technically I'm an Amazon employee because I only make 15. But I'm supposed to get a raise. But that's a lot of money out here. But the Amazon workers only make $18.95 an hour, I think. The drivers make $21.50. Yeah, but you see, I can go anywhere I want because I have the badge. Sometimes I have to go outside and clean. That's what I'm talking about, the piss everywhere. I get the scooper and I pick that shit up. But they have like 4 of us every day. So I can stay inside or I can go outside. I can pick and choose what I want to do, basically. So if I want to stay outside, I can go outside. Long as shit gets clean, 22. Oh, they only pay the ones out here $21.50. So y'all get paid more. That's weird. I thought Amazon paid everybody the same. Unless they gave people raises. Because they have it on Indeed out here. And it says NOLA Logistics, $21.50. But the flex drivers get paid $21.50 also out here. They try to pay them the same. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't work for Amazon. But I wear the yellow vest, so people think I do. So I just bullshit them, Because, Amazon's got the yellow vest that tells everybody what they are, ops manager, blah, blah, blah. Mine's supposed to have the name of it on there, but it doesn't. So I'm kind of like, eh. But a lot of times when I'm inside, I'm cleaning or I'm sweeping or I'm just like mopping shit or I'm just like talking to people or I go jam shit in the dumpster. Easy job. It ain't even that difficult. Because I have my walkie-talkies. Blue delivery. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I learn a lot of shit. See, I'm trying to get on the inside of Amazon because I know they're hiring for flex workers, not for drivers, but just flex workers. Because they did this a few months ago, like from September to December. They're going to hire for 12 hours. It's going to be temporary, but it's for 4 months. They can keep you or they cannot keep you. But it's for 4 months, 12-hour shifts, 6-hour days. Because Amazon has a rule you can't work more than 6 days in a row. So it's 72 hours, a check. 32 hours of those are overtime. Times that by 4 months, you've been making 20-25 grand just in those 4 months. Even if that's a part-time gig. Well, I have to get a driver's license, and I have to get my eyes fixed, and I have to get a driver's license. But you could. That's how I think NOLA Logistics started off. Shit, that's how Bezos started off. He did all that shit in his garage. Cat, all you got to do is say, go Saints every few minutes, and we're good. That's all you got to say. Go Saints. That's about it. Or you can just ask Xanron what he's doing in his next stream, whenever that is, tomorrow, the next day, or I know I'm streaming tomorrow night. I'm probably streaming the night after that, but because you got to get back to this thing. Notice I changed it a little bit. I added something at the end just to throw a little synchronarity in there. It's like, well, so kind of threw that in there. Yeah, but I don't have set days off, but my boss likes to give me 3 days off in a row. Like I worked Saturday. Well, this week I don't have 3 days off in a row because I worked Saturday and I was off Sunday, Monday. Wait, today's Tuesday, isn't it? No, I did have 3 days off in a row. No, because I worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No, I don't have 3 days off in a row this week because I have Monday, Tuesday off, and then I have Saturday off. So, but usually my boss gives me 3 days off. 3 days off in a row. Yeah, I work 4 10-hour shifts. It used to be 11 and a half. I used to work from 7 a.m. to 6 in the afternoon. She wants to try to go back to that, but I'm not doing that shit. So he wasn't on this morning. I don't think. No, he was on in the afternoon. Yeah. Well, he's supposed to give you 40 hours no matter what. But I think it's different. You're in a different zone. Each state's got their own zones. But yeah, I work 6 to 4:30. That's I don't have any set. I was supposed to have. See, when I was hired, I was supposed to have every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday off. We were all supposed to have a set schedule, and my boss decided no set schedules for anybody. So they that was so attractive about the job, having Thursday, Friday, and Saturday off, knowing that I was working 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know about that. There's a lot of things about the driving I don't know still. Oh, damn. I don't think yours is a oh shit. The drivers out here get about 2 or 3 times that. We're the last hub before New Orleans. The Baton Rouge hub is the big hub. There's 3 of them. We're DNO 3. There's 3 of them. There's Harahan, which is DNO 2. Baton Rouge is DNO 1, which is the big one, and then we're the 3rd one. So there's only 3 of them within the 100-mile radius of Louisiana. Unard. I think there's an Amazon plant. There's 3 or 4 of them at North Louisiana. I think there's one in Lafayette. I think there's one in Shreveport too, maybe. The website says there's like 7 of them in Louisiana, so I don't know. Yeah, that's why them truck drivers don't stop. That's why they piss in a bottle. See, I've talked to dispatch about that. Dispatch says that the drivers have plenty of time to take breaks. They give them breaks, but they just don't want to take breaks because of what you said. Because if they fuck up or they screw up, they're in trouble. But out here they don't suspend them. They just stop giving them routes. We have so many drivers out here. We have more drivers than packages. So there are times when people get here and they sit in the break room for 3 hours, but they're getting paid for that. But after 2 hours, they're supposed to send them home, but they don't, because as soon as they go to send them home, that's when they have more routes open. Because they do the routes here for 3 hours. They do it from 9:40 to about 12:30. That's just the regular ones. Then the flex drivers come around 2. But the flex drivers they don't yell at the flex. There's 2 or 3 of them that do yell at them. But the flex drivers, they don't yell at them as far as drivers. They tell them, drivers, turn off your vehicles. But there's a difference between the flex drivers and the Amazon. And sometimes the Amazon drivers, they will do this in the afternoon too if they deliver in packages, but I doubt it. But the flex drivers actually get out their car and they form a line. And then they tell them, they tell them one at a time or two at a time. Whereas in the daytime with the Amazon driver, I can't even walk in my warehouse. I can't even walk in. I know when it's 9:40. Trust me, because all the drivers are all over the warehouse with the carts. So I know not to go in that area. One guy ran into me. I was knocked the shit out of him. He's like, get out the way, man. And I'm like, dude, you're in my way. It's like, I don't give a shit. Like, I know you're on a time crunch. I know y'all got 15 minutes, but shit. One guy got fired because he went inside and he took a shit, and he didn't load anything up. He came back, and he didn't realize what time it was. And they said, drivers, get in your vehicles. And he's like, and he went up to the dispatch and he goes, I didn't load my stuff. And the guy goes, what do you mean you didn't load your stuff? He goes, what do you mean? He goes, well, I had to take a shit because I'm sitting here listening to this conversation. He goes, well, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to leave. And he goes, yeah, but I'm going to get fired. He goes, you should have thought about that before you took a 15-minute shit. And so they just told the guy, they said, look, because the dispatch is out there. So all the dispatch guys, the main guys, they're out there. The owners, they're on that pad. Oh, we have a problem lane too. But this guy was actually on the pad. He was on pad 1, and they got 4 lanes. They got 4 drive lanes at ours. But we have a problem lane. But you see, what happened is he went inside to go take a dump, and he just never came back out. And then by the time he came back out, they were already getting ready to leave. So I think they fired the guy because of that. They either fired him or I don't know, but the NOLA guy was not happy. That guy was not happy. Chris was not happy. That's the owner of that truck. He was out. I know him because I talk to him every day. He was not a happy camp. He started screaming because the Amazon guys get on him. Okay, when something like that happens, Amazon guy says, your driver's not doing their job, blah, blah, blah. So they yell at him. So he's going to turn around and yell at his damn driver. I'm pretty sure I heard him say, get the hell out of here. So he might have fired him right on the spot. Because that day they were shorthanded in the warehouse. 29 employees called out. So they were really shorthanded inside of Amazon. And they had to stay till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon loading that shit up. Unloading them trucks for them drivers. Because a lot of the drivers didn't have routes. This was 3 or 4 weeks ago. And they didn't have a lot of routes. Because I'm outside when I'm outside on the pad. Because I'm changing the trash, or I'm just like, I'm usually watching them because they're building it. They're enclosing the roof. I mean, they're enclosing the whole thing. So I just like watch the workers like work sometimes. But sometimes these drivers, they get there at 9 o'clock. They get their shit, and they're already waiting by 9:20 in the back. But it's usually 9:40. But sometimes sometimes it depends who's out there for Amazon. Sometimes they'll start at 9:35. Sometimes they'll wait till 9:45. But generally, they're supposed to be there at 9:40. I don't know what time they clock in. They might clock in at 9:15. Sometimes I see drivers at 9. But one of the guys I used to work with quit, and he's driving for Amazon now. Because I see him every day. And I told him it took 4 guys to replace you. He goes, that's pretty much right. I said, it's going to take 4 for me. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, out here, the dispatch always checks the vehicles. They check them at, dispatch, they get in at 7 o'clock. I'm there before dispatch. I mean, they have dispatch there 24 hours. I'm talking about the main dispatch. They get there at 7. And I know Steven Steven and Shane, and I can't remember the other guy's name. Steven does it for his. Shane does it for his. I mean, I don't know how it is for you, but I know here they have to go inside to the break room. They sit in the break room. Some of them will go inside to their respective dispatches and they'll get it. But here, like what NOLA does, they sit in the break room and then they wheel the thing out and then they go into the meeting room and they say, okay, here's your route, here's your route, here's your route, here's your route, here's your route. Okay. And then they go in there, they get their routes, and then they go outside and then they pull in the back and then they grab it. Oh, them Amazon apps, they suck. They suck completely. They're just trash. I know I can outscan them bastards. I know I can. But they are total trash. Man. But yeah, they give them 15 minutes out here, so they get more time. Probably because it's more packages they do. I think they average about 400 or 500. No, you see out here. Okay, Harahan is 40 miles over the river on the other side of the Mississippi River. That's where my boss mainly is, DNO 2. They will send people from Harahan all the way to Hammond, and that's about a 70-mile trip. When it's already 30 miles from here, 40 miles from here. And then they'll send our people to New Orleans, which is about 40, 45 miles. Some people quit just because of that. Instead of sending the people in the area, they'll send them in the opposite direction, which makes no sense. I've heard of Dearborn before. Don't know where it is, but I've heard of it. Yeah, they'll send you the opposite direction with the most packages and say, good luck. So you're just going to have to drop trowel and go on the side. Just hell with it. Knock on a lady's door. Here's your package, ma'am. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, good Lord. I'd protest. I'd say I'm not going to that shit. Ship the pack, drop kick the packages to Canada. You know, if you kick it good enough, it'll float in the river. Whatever that river that separates Detroit and Canada. I don't know. It'll go there. Yeah, they probably represent Buddha or something. Or, I don't know, say... Just tell them, hey, man, my name's Jesus. I grew up with a few people named Jesus. That's my name, Jesus, brother. How you doing? Oh, that's what that's called, the Detroit River? Oh, I never knew what that was called. I just know it separates Detroit from Canada land. Yeah, I bet there are. They're everywhere. They got them down here too. When I used to grow up with a bunch of those, they used to own the gas stations. Well, they still do, but they own the gas stations. They would go play basketball. There'd be like 20 or 30 of them playing basketball at any given time. I'm talking about adults, kids too, but they'd hang out in front of the Shell station and play basketball in the parking lot. And I'm like, okay, it's interesting. You go get your gas and you see the ball flying around. They wouldn't give a shit. They just play basketball. They didn't care where the basketball went. They kick it in the middle of the street, which is Judge Perez down the highway. They're like, oh well, cause accidents. They don't give a shit. Nobody told them anything because they apparently had kickback back in the day. They had their own building. They had their own mosque or whatever the hell it was. I throw rocks back at them. I throw that package at them. I throw that package straight at their head. And I say, whoops, how did that happen? Bastards. I would not. If they want somebody to deliver to a Muslim neighborhood, they should go get a Muslim. I'm just saying. There's no way they're going to send me into the fiery depths of hell with that shit. I wouldn't do it. That's why a lot of these drivers quit down here. They quit because they don't want to go in. They'll send some of these drivers into the ghetto in New Orleans, the ghetto part, and they'll say, absolutely not. No way. They'll be like, nope. Because our DSP is the last stop before New Orleans. So the very last stop. It'll go to Baton Rouge. I don't know where it comes to, but it goes to Baton Rouge, and then it comes to us. The other plant's on the other side of the Mississippi River, so that's near far there. But theirs is a really small one. Baton Rouge is the biggest one, I think. Then ours is the second biggest. Cops are gonna arrest me. Screw that shit. I'd flip them off. I'd say, and the money to you too. I'd say, thank you very much. Come again. I worship your fake gods. Where is your fake? Where is your cow? I may bow to the cow. Oh, you do not believe in the cow? Okay, where is your Buddha? I bow to the Buddha. I don't know. I'd be like, don't worry, you're going to hell soon. I don't know what the hell they believe in. They probably believe in Batman. Oh, yeah, they give you water, but would you drink that shit? It's probably laced with strychnine in it or something. They're giving you water with arsenic. They find out, what? He does not believe in my God? Let's give him the praise. Let's give him the water let's give him the bottled water. Ha, 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 ha. We drink the good shit. I don't even know who that is. But then again, I don't keep up with Detroit because I don't live up in Michigan land. But I don't even know. But honestly, they got Muslim. Hell, here they have a husband and I should film this. I swear to God, I should film this. They have I don't know what language they speak. They might speak French. I thought it was French. It might be. I'll have to look it up after the stream. Yeah. There's a husband and wife team. I don't know what language they speak. It might be Ukraine. I'm not sure. They get into arguments every time in the break room. They throw shit at each other. One time they were sitting there eating a hamburger, and the wife took the hamburger and threw it across the head. Took it. One time she poured a milkshake on his head. I'm sitting there rolling. Like, they get into fights all the time, and they start. And I don't know what language it is. I thought it was French, but then I figured it might be Ukraine. I'm not exactly sure because they don't speak English too well. Do you know who he is? Dave. Dave's right there. Dave's not here, man. Yeah, talking about Dave Carlisle? Yeah, he's right there. I wouldn't have made him a mod if I didn't know who he was. If that's who you're talking about. That's the only Dave I see. I don't know of a Lang. Dave Lang? No, I don't know who that is. I know who you said. But yeah, I find it kind of funny. The two dispatch husband and wife, they go at it all the time. It's hilarious. I swear I got to film this and put this on YouTube. I'm just going to sit there and film it. I'll be like, workers at Amazon, go nuts. They had a fist fight in the parking lot a couple of weeks ago. They had to call the cops. This woman's like, you ain't been messing with my man. And they got into an argument. She pulled out mace and started spraying. Thank God I was far enough away to get maced. And then she jumped on that girl, started kicking her ass. They had to call the cops. You know what they did? They fired both of them. They didn't even worry about it. They just escorted them some bitches off the, Jake from State Farm. Oh, you was asking Dave that. Oh, okay. I don't know if he knows that or not. He might. I've never heard of him before. Let me write that down. Jake Lane. Could be Jack LaLanne. Dave knows things. I don't know what he knows. He knows some things. He's up there in Bama land. You know, the less, not the crazy Tuscaloosa land. You know. Jake Lang. Yeah, I'll look that up once I get off the stream. I wrote it down. I have a notepad of stuff I write down. I got to look up. I have about 4.5 pages worth of stuff I got to look up. So it's on that list. I just have to put prioritize on there. Oh, man. I'm burning off what I ate earlier. Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking. I walking. Let's see. How do you come to my shows and not know I'm talking? I don't watch the whole shows. I fall asleep through some of them. Some of them I don't. Some of them I do. Some of them I don't. You were streaming at like 3 in the morning when I'm sleeping. It's only recently you started streaming in the afternoon. It takes a while for me to realize what, you know. You talk about a lot of stuff I don't know. Some I do. Some things I know. Some things I know. Other things I don't. But I promise next time I'll come in your stream and I'll be like, I know who he is now. Oh, they turned on the light. Oh, they turned on the light. Okay, now I can see. Well, this dude must be an asshole. Spider-Man's kicking your ass. I mean, if Spidey's kicking your ass, you must be an ass. Damn. Okay, where is my drink of choice? Yeah, a lot of those things I just think are fictional. Well, not fictional, you know. Yeah, come on. Okay, there we go. Get in there. Still got that light on. I got that damn light on. I'll look that up though and see what's what, but a Jewish racist. Huh. See, I think Dave knows who you're talking about. Jewish racist, huh? I think those exist. I may be completely wrong on that. Oh. See, I'm probably at the point on your streams where I've never heard that before because I either zone out or I fall asleep. And then I let it run and I'll go back and watch the replay and I'll be like, okay. Ow. You should have opened for me, door. Damn door didn't open. It's a pain in my ass. All right. I know KD Lang, the singer. Oh. Oh. Well, you do know they can't force you to go to that area, right? They if you ask them, they can give you another location. They may not like it. They can't legally force you to do something that you can't do. You know. Tell them it's against your religion. And then if they fire you, you have a lawsuit against Amazon. You'll be a millionaire. Because, you know, one of the drivers out here got fired. And they're now currently suing Amazon. You know. Oh my God, Joey Greco is on the Maury Povich show. Holy shoots. I mean, this is an old episode, but Cheaters meets Maury. Ain't this some sheets? Hmm. I don't know what the hell I said. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Zanron's got the voice chat. My boss uses voice chat because she's Mexican, and I can tell when she's in her car texting me stuff because I can't make heads or tails out of anything. It'll be like numbers instead of letters and backwards W's, and I'll be like, I'll have to figure out what the hell she's saying. But she uses voice chat when she's driving because she's got to drive from her location to ours, and that's 45 minutes away. But she don't do that every day. Every other day. Well, now I have to look him up so I can figure out how much of an ass he is. I never knew Joey Greco was on the Maury show. This is awesome. So they must have a case between all three of them now. But, oh. There we go. But yeah, and you know the thing is, they start all this crap. I guarantee you that guy doesn't live in that neighborhood either. He probably doesn't even live anywhere near there. Because it's always the people that don't live in the neighborhood that wants to start shit. You know, because they know they ain't gonna have nothing gonna happen to them. So oh. Well, what the hell is he worried about Michigan for if he's in Florida? I don't understand that logic. He should be worried about Florida, not Michigan. See, I don't get that at all. Well, that's one way to piss people off. That is one way. So, all right. I think I got all of them out. Yeah. Well, you know what you tell them? You say, that's my Jesus. Like the old sitcom, that's my mama. You could be like, that's my Jesus. And you make a TV theme out of it. You start dancing around. You could be the guy dancing around with that packages. Doop, 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 doop. Here's your package. Put it right in their hand. Is there anything else for you? Yes, this is Jesus. Yep, that's my Jesus. Just walk off. You have a good day. They want to take over everything. It's crazy. That sounds like Detroit. You know what they need? RoboCop. They can make RoboCop. Damn right. Get hit with the rock. Well, any police force has guns. They can't do anything with a rock. I'd be like, sorry, I don't believe in your prayer god Allah. I'm sorry, but Allah struck out on a curveball on a 3-2 count. I'm very sorry. Jesus hits curveballs. Allah cannot. Okay? You need to learn how to pitch and hit better. That's all I'm saying. We can't have 17 false gods around here. No, I get it. They're corrupt. I totally get that. There are parts in Louisiana where they're corrupt as shit. My aunt lives in a corrupt parish. Just how it is. So, well, thank God I ain't Christian or Catholic. Religion? I know what I believe in, but not religious, but I know what I believe in. They couldn't get me with all that false nonsense because I don't have any tattoos and I don't wear jewelry. And if they ask what my religion is, I say, what the hell has this got to do with me delivering a package? I mean, like, I'm just doing my damn job. If you don't like it, stop ordering from Amazon. Go to AliExpress. There are plenty of, honestly, they tell the drivers out here, you don't have to ring their doorbell or nothing. You could just throw their shit on the porch. Once it's on their property, you don't have to knock on their door or nothing. If they tell them, especially with dogs, if there's a dog in the yard, just throw the package in the yard. Just call it. No, they tell them, call up the person and tell them to get the dog. And if they refuse to get the dog, just throw the package in the yard and just go away. That's what one company tells their drivers. If they don't want to move their dog and it's a vicious dog, just throw the shit in the yard or just put it outside the yard and just boop, marked and gone. They don't have to sign. They don't have to do shit for it. But just tell them it's their favorite package. Boom. They'll understand. Just go boom. They'll get the message. Yeah. They will get the message for sure. If they don't, well, and I don't know. I'm just glad I don't drive. I ain't got to do any of that shit. They had a few people come to the plant, come to the warehouse. And I'm walking out and they said, oh, yeah, I'm waiting on my son's package. Or I'm waiting on this package. And I'm like, I don't know anything about that. I appreciate you saying, Ron. You'll have a good night. I'm not staying on that much longer because I got to go to sleep myself. But everybody go follow Zanron and tell him go Saints. If you don't have him already, go follow him. Past, present, or future. But yeah, I got to get up at 5 o'clock. So yeah, I'm getting ready to conk out myself. So I appreciate you. Have a good one. Dave's not here, man. I'm getting ready to end the stream in a minute or two. But Cat's here too. Cat, you forgot to say go Saints. Come on, now you're slipping. You got to say it Cajun style, though. Not as how Cajun says it, but you got to say it Cajun style. Geaux, and then you say Saints. Who died? In big Oh, in fact, I got to watch Reap's stream before I go to sleep tonight because he got a new Saints game out. He's already at week 16, and the Saints are 13-2. So they whooping ass. Saints are going to win the Super Bowl. So they whooping some ass on that game, Tecmo Bowl. All right, well, whoever's left, Cat, Dave's not here, man. I'm going to end the stream. I'll stream tomorrow night, probably the same time, give or take. I got to save some minutes because I don't know how many minutes I have left. I probably have a lot. But y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow's.